Okay, hi everyone. I think we're recording. So this video is intended for Keystone staff. Let me share my screen and get into it. Let's see. It is October 19th, 2022, and you should see D2L sharing my screen. Let me run through some of this stuff. Let me shut off this fan. Okay, that's better. All right, front page of D2L then. The first thing that's listed here, it says court reporting and social media. And what this is, tonight at the speaker session, we have Molly Bilinski, who is a KU graduate, professional writing graduate, who currently works at the Morning Call. And Molly had sent this. So if I open this in a new tab, court reporting and social media. So I think that Molly will be covering this, at least in part. So I'm not going to cover it all right now. Twitter. It's a hellscape, but it's also an important tool. Okay, and it's not super long. What is it? 19 slides. So if you want to take a look at that, please do. Back to this. Now, I've also throughout all my classes, and I brought this up at Monday's meeting. I've been talking about LinkedIn. So if you don't have a LinkedIn account, I would encourage you to do that. I'm not huge on social media, but it's kind of a necessary evil the way I see it. And and LinkedIn seems to be the place where people connect in terms of professionalism and jobs, and you can post your resume and all of that. So I'd strongly advise you to do that. It is required in my classes. I can't, I don't have a grade to give you for the Keystone, but I would encourage you. So what this is all about is some of the speakers that we've had and that we will host at the speaker series. Here's Molly, who will be here tonight. Christina Steffi, who will be coming in a few weeks. Maya Workowski, who we had, I think, week 2. Melissa Nerchinsky has visited us. That's KU faculty. Stephen Majeri was here last week. There's me. Justin Schweitzer, a former KU grad and Keystone editor, as Stephen Majeri was as well. And Justin is there. He'll be joining us in a few weeks. And here's Professor Bleach. So as you involve yourself with LinkedIn, I would encourage you to seek out these links and befriend these people. It'll give you a big boost. Okay, here's the Keystone holiday party then. If you could put in your calendars for Monday, December 5th from 4:30 to 6. Usually we're not there for 2 hours, but maybe an hour and 15 or something. I just have the room there for 2 hours. 4:30 to 6:30, let's call it. Student Union all the way upstairs in the big room, 312. And this will be in place of our regular meeting. I'm hoping that you can make it. I know that some of you have events scheduled on Monday, classes and whatnot. So I'm sorry about that. We do the best we can in putting this together. Maybe you can join us afterwards. I don't know. Like I said, I always feel bad when people can't make it, but we're doing the best we can with everybody on their own individual schedules. Looks like I can get rid of that because I covered that. As far as the Keystone holiday party, though, we're going to I'm going to work with Sophia, and we're going to put together something nice in terms of music and ambiance and whatnot. So again, we hope you can make it. And also, I would say that if you can make it and you want to bring a friend who might be interested in participating in the Keystone, like next semester, that would be fantastic, because it's twofold. The idea behind the holiday party is to reward all of you and say thank you, and then it's also to recruit for next semester. So yeah. All right, on we go. So here's the agenda then for Monday. Michael wasn't feeling well, so I took Michael's agenda and incorporated this in here. So we didn't do the staff photo. When I first got to the room, there were only like 5 of us. A few more people dropped in, so that was good, but we figured we didn't have enough people to do the staff photo. We'll continue to try to do that. I don't know, maybe the holiday party. It's so interesting, now that we're after COVID, that is hard to get all the people into a room. It seems like it used to be easier to do. That's the new reality, I guess. Activate Zoom for meeting. Okay, I did that. Nobody joined. So again, if you can't be there in person, we welcome you. I encourage you to be on Zoom. Thank you to Sabrina. Sabrina has decided to step down from a copy editor position, and we want to thank Sabrina. And then we hired Fern. So welcome, Fern, and congratulations. Fern is stepping in as a lead editor, is how the job was advertised, but we really want that. We need more writers. We're sort of top heavy, too many editors and not enough writers. So we're going to transform Fern's position into a writer. the expectation's been there the whole time anyway. It's just, let's make it official that you're a paid contributing writer, which I think is a very good thing, a very good thing for someone who's interested in that sort of thing. This week's speaker, Molly Bilinski from the Morning Call. Get there or Zoom in, and I'll repost the Zoom link, or I'll send it out. I'm about to send out email reminders, so I'll put it in that. I awarded stickers, so I'm pretty well caught up on that. There are a few of you where I've fallen behind, so I'll try to catch up to that. Again, there's the LinkedIn, so leverage that if you have not already. I asked if anybody needed to know about track changes, and everybody in the room said they were good. Now, not long ago, when I would talk about track changes, students would be like, I don't know what that is, or they would, get feedback in track changes, and they would not know what to do with it. But everybody seemed good, so we skipped past that. I have just several days ago completed a job posting for a new copy editor to replace Sabrina. That is on Handshake. Yeah, so much, right? It's just so much to do all the time. So I need to encourage people to apply for that. If you know anybody, then that's part of what's on my agenda today, to get the word out on that. Weekly news roundups are, again, low-hanging fruit. I would like to teach these in the plan, like I've been talking about, is next semester I'm going to detach from the speaker series, although I think we're going to retain a couple of those people. I'm handing all of this off to Professor Forsyth, who is going to be teaching English 100 and Writing 100. It's the same class, and that is what I've blended. So some of those speakers are going to go in that direction, and others are going to stay with us at the Keystone. So it's all a long way of me saying that I plan to do weekly workshops. I don't know if they're going to be on Wednesdays. We'll have to see. Maybe on Mondays after our regular meeting. It just always gets tricky with people's schedules. But I want to do more teaching in terms of, here's how you take information and here's how you turn around a story and do it quickly, because we've done well. Numbers for you. I just did, we are 35 and then 36, 37, 38 days into the semester, and we've published 34 articles by my count. So through last week, which would have been 7 weeks, and that counts the first week too, when we're still trying to get up and running. So I understand things there. You see what I'm saying? My expectation is that we pretty much publish one article a day during the regular week, during the work week. And so at the end of next week was week 7 times 5 is 35. We've published 34. And now we've got a few, we're a little bit off, a little bit behind, but I'm pretty satisfied. The quality of the work is good, and we're keeping up. I would like to see us even, get bigger and stronger and have even a higher degree of professionalism. All of that said, though, for us to come together this is week 8, in 8 weeks, and again, that first week is almost like, everybody's confused and trying to get adjusted and all that. So for us to get to where we are in under 2 months, where we're publishing regularly and everything seems to be working, I'm very satisfied with that. So congratulations, and we'll continue to make progress and grow. So weekly news roundups. Yeah, I'll teach more and more of that as we go forward. Revision of Keystone graphics. So we did have a discussion about this, and Conor actually suggested, and it's tricky. So let me jump down here for a moment. So Kate has been working on these graphics. Keystone Student Publishing Group. And I know that I've been filling the air with a lot of this language, and I don't have all the answers. I need input. I just tend to generate a lot of stuff, and then I try to go through and revise it and get feedback. So right, that's the language that I came to you with at the beginning of the semester. And if I can do a shared screen here, and that. So there we go. Okay. It's accurate, right? But I'm a technical writer and a journalist, so it's accurate, but it's a mouthful. This Keystone Newspaper Student Publishing Group. So I've been calling it the SPG, but that's not written in stone. So, and then Kate over here on the left-hand side, and Kate tried to capture that KSP, and I love what has been done here. So no doubt about that. I love it. I love the look of the banner, and I love the look of the logo. But first things first. So if we look at the banner, it says Keystone Student Publishing Group, but we have surrendered the word newspaper, and that makes me nervous as heck. Um, the reason being is that if we let go of that word newspaper, then somebody could come along next year, the year after, and say, there's no campus newspaper. You've abandoned that space. You've become this thing called the student publishing group. We don't even know what that is. We are the new student newspaper, and they could put in an application for funding, and who knows, right? I don't know whether that's outrageous or not, but I've seen that kind of thing happen before, where student groups have sort of abandoned a particular space because they had an idea of where they wanted things to go, and they moved out of the space too quickly, and then they've lost funding. True story, because they morphed into something else. That's a dangerous thing. So I think the newspaper needs to stay. The could probably go away, and so okay, that's an easy one. And then Conor suggested that we get rid of the word group. Now let me copy this. Stay with me. This is an important conversation. It's all about our identity. Conor suggested we get rid of group. Keystone newspaper student publisher. Okay. Yeah, it's an ugly acronym. I hate to say, but I get where Conor's coming from. One of the things that I thought then is maybe we can get rid of the word student, because it is clearly, I don't think we need to have that word in it. Keystone Newspaper Publishing Group, which would be, Keystone Newspaper Publishing Group. I don't know. I still don't know. Keystone Newspaper Student Publishing. Okay. Keystone Newspaper Publishing Group. I kind of prefer number 2, which would go on this banner. Keystone Newspaper Publishing Group. So we would replace student with newspaper. And this is a group. So, we can drop the word student without, nobody's going to step on us for that. At least that's my thinking. And I don't know what to do about the acronym KNPG. I don't know. I need creative minds here. Or, what was the other thing? So maybe we don't need 4 letters. I don't know. See, on the left here now, we're back to this Keystone, and so I need your feedback. Think about this and communicate with me. You can send me an email. You can bring it up at a meeting, and we can discuss, because I'm kind of stuck. I like this, right? I don't know. These are important decisions. Okay, you get my point on all of this. Let me turn back to this. And even the fact of me admitting like I don't have all the answers should free you up to engage in this conversation. But I don't want it to just be that's where I'm at. I don't want it to just be the Keystone newspaper anymore, because we're more than that. And we're all trying to move into this area of multimedia publishing. So how do we capture that in a reasonable way? Maybe we don't worry so much about the acronym, and we just call it the Keystone. And maybe it's just this Keystone logo. Maybe the K sits right in the center of this, and then we get rid of the rest. So yeah, all right, right. This stuff keeps me up at night. All right, we went around the horn for individual staff reports, and just doing a time check here. So Molly said that authors should construct and submit author bios. So far, we have 2. We have Michael Alberto and Professor Downing here, so we need more. I mean, the people who's been writing. Gavin, I can Conor, you should contact Gavin and request that, and then Conor, you should submit yours. And Victoria, right? Catherine, you should have one. Catherine is in my class and constructing a blog. So if we go to mine, and then it goes out to this. So that should all be happening. Am I at here? So please help Molly with that so that we can get that built out. Vincent has photos in on Trello and is going to cover the Keith Haring story that we covered. Where's it at here? Okay, this is my update, and there is a larger story now because they're about the chairs are over there. I think it's this Friday. They're going to do ribbon cutting, and Victoria, I think, is heading that direction as well. So we need photos and video, and just a short, and Victoria tends to write these, but Victoria, these stories can be relatively short if they're accompanied by photos and video. You can just do the who, what, when, where, why, and how, and then post the stuff. It's a multimedia situation. Conor asked for a lead, and I suggested men's and women's basketball. What is happening with that? That starts to open in November, so they're probably practicing and getting ready. And you can incorporate this schedule and highlight some of the top players from last year and just identify. It's all about people, coaches, team, schedules. Are they ranked? Were they ranked last year? What's the context? That kind of thing. Uh, Again, 350 words gets the job done for us these days, by and large. Caitlyn reported that she was updating payroll, and the first payroll seemed successful, so that's good. Anybody that didn't get paid, please let Caitlyn know. Sophia and I are working on promotional items, footballs, t-shirts, keychains, all that stuff, and we need to focus on the holiday party as well. So Sophia will probably work on the holiday party first, and let's try to get some recruitment. Let's try to reach out to professional writing majors specifically, and anybody's welcome, but professional writing types are the ones that are interested in producing material for the newspaper. So let's do that. And then the promotional items, maybe we can get in an order before the end of the semester. So we'll be polling staff on that in terms of, what do you want us to get? I'll try to put together a list of things. But we had some cool stuff in the past: t-shirts, keychains, pens, footballs, all of that. And what we'll do then in the spring is we'll set up a table in the main lobby of the student union. And then as people come by, we say, hey, would you follow the Keystone? And then you get to the way we did it is we numbered everything. So somebody made a chart, and like we had 30 footballs. So then those are number 5, for example. Let's say we have 5 promotional items: 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Number 1 is you get a pen, and you put the numbers into the bucket or to a box or whatever, and somebody pulls out a 1, and we've got 100 pens to give away. So you can figure out a way to do this, to do the distribution. You know what I'm saying? From the footballs, which cost some money, and the pens, which don't cost much at all. And then what people have to do is show us whatever you want them to follow, like Instagram or whatever. They'll follow us, boom, and once they show you that, they get to pick a thing, and then you give them a gift. I think maybe pens can be just take one if you do it, in addition to whatever you guys talk to me about it, and we'll figure it out. So we'll work on that. But I don't think we're going to be able to get all the promotional items done, right? I mean, we're looking at Halloween. Halloween is less than 2 weeks, and then Thanksgiving, and all of this takes time, right? Okay, Abby, then social media spotlight clubs each week been spotlighting clubs each week on social media, looking for more clubs to spotlight. So if you have suggestions, let Abby know. Abby's been posting things very actively. I follow our accounts, and it's beautiful. It's constant. I will see a score reported on a football game before we run the actual story, so that's great. Victoria, Spotlight podcast, current members, German Heritage Video, right. And so let me back up then. Let me go in reverse. Keith Haring, the dedication of that space for Victoria is going to go there. The German Heritage Video, I don't know if you've seen it, but you should. Y'all should be looking at our website. If you're not, you should be, bring that to the top of your mind so that you're clicking on things. And that's this. I mean, you should be looking at the work that we're doing, looking at the product. I did have a suggestion here. Okay, this is the photo, right? That's fine. While I'm here. So we need to be clear about video links. So watch how as I go through this. First of all, if Molly, if you could make the change here and for everybody. Why isn't it zooming in? It's being weird. Okay, it's not letting me zoom in. Maybe if I refresh the page. Here we go. Okay, Molly, if you could change this to SEPT period 29, that would keep us in line with AP style. Should look like this. I'll be teaching more of this next semester. We'll get into AP style and what things should look like. So that should be that, please, Molly. And then these links, they should open in new tabs, and you've done a great job with that. This I'm expecting to go to the KU Foundation, and it does right here. Perfect. This one then I would expect to go to the Delight Bridegam building website, but it goes to the video. Good afternoon. That was a surprise to me. You see what I'm saying? This is not clear. So part of the value that we're trying to impart here is videos, multimedia, but it is not clear that this is that. So a couple of thoughts, I guess, while I'm here. First of all, these links should be links to websites. Video, however, should be, and this is it, right? Is this the same thing? It's curious the way this posted. I'm not entirely clear on how this, but this looks like the video right here, right? So that's beautiful. You don't need the additional link here. So this image should be an image. Perfect. This is a link. Yes. Get rid of that highlighting unless you're going to indicate it's a video, but don't, because you've got the video copied and pasted right here and I can watch it.
Good afternoon, friends, affiliates, colleagues, and supporters. Thank you for joining us. 10,000 square foot facility. You're going to see a...
So Victoria is doing amazing work, amazing work. So be sure you're checking, what's happening with the website there. And then it says the center is open. So where it says you could say the Bridegam Center or something like that down below is open, should open in a new tab. It does. Oh, that's the Pennsylvania German. Yeah, my bad. Pennsylvania German Heritage Center. This should be the link here, not here. You see, because we're foundation, right? The formal language is what we have a tendency to link. So the link to the Pennsylvania German Heritage Center should be right there. So please, Molly, if you could clean that up. I know, this is all learning. So great. And pretty soon the workflow will get it all down so that we're really kicking ass by next semester. Let me show you though how. Here's my blog that I started in June, and this is my teaching blog, right? So I don't want to take a lot of time with this because I've been going on here. But first thing I wanted to show you is that I'm doing a presentation at the English Association of Pennsylvania State Universities this weekend, and I'm going to be talking about all the stuff that we've been doing, breaking free from traditional models of campus newspaper publishing. So did I post this copy? Let's go here. Is this Keystone? Let me post this here. Hang with me. I think this is all good info for you guys. So this is, yeah, I think this is in under content, but I'll post it on the front page of D2L. So what I did then is I created a PDF of my slideshow, and all I did was uploaded the PDF into the media library and then inserted it, and look at what it is. It's nice, huh? So when I go to present, all I need is a computer and a projector screen and the internet. So I don't need to be fumbling around. Where's my flash drive? Where do I have this file? It's right here. I can just download it to the computer and go through. I could, it's easy as pie. So that, and here's what I'm getting to then. So Rock 1, 2, and 3 have been playing in the, I think, Alumni Plaza by the fountain every other Wednesday. So when I come out of our speaker sessions, I go over there, and here's what I captured. So this is what I'm wondering about. So bear with me, please. So here's our video, and here's mine. Now, I don't know, is this open to YouTube?
Couple things.
That may be the thing. So I'm not sure, right, what the host, where is this? Where does this reside? And it's fine. I'm just asking the question, as long as it's consistent. But what I did is I copied and pasted my link after I took this clip of Rock 2 at Kutztown University, and look at how, this is a right. Well, it doesn't look like you. you get the idea. So, you know, if you guys can fill me in on what's happening with the videos and where they reside and how they're being posted, and are they going to our Keystone YouTube channel? That was my understanding that they were. Was it keeping up with the with the Kardashians with the Keystone? Yeah, there it is. Right. So that's great. I mean, you see where I'm puzzled then, because why doesn't it look like mine? I don't know. I don't know what's happening there. Okay, back to Keystone newspaper. I'm just trying to cover the rest of the meeting that we have. This is why we meet. That's Victoria. Okay, and I talked about Kate doing the redesign of the banner and the logo, and you know, I guess Kate can't move forward until we provide Kate with what we want it to say. Unless Kate, you can push that forward from your end and say, here's what I was thinking. Again, maybe the KSPG becomes something else, and maybe this becomes Keystone Publishing Group. Maybe it's just like a newspaper, right? Keystone News. So it's become the Keystone. If we keep the Keystone, is that enough? Maybe it is, because everybody knows what Keystone is. So can we just be the Keystone Publishing Group? But that's KPG. That's, I don't know. Ah, all right. Finally, then I'm going to zoom in on this. Years ago, we had a tremendously successful program of recruiting assistants for each of the positions. And when I was advisor from 2012 to 2018, something like that, we would have 30 some students in the room for weekly meetings, because you had lead executive board people recruiting assistants. And it was a great way, you know, when there's turnover, for new people to step into those spots. I think that COVID blew up a lot of that. You know, I don't know what happened, but I'd like to talk more as we move forward about recruiting assistants for your positions. And typically those assistants step into the job once you guys step down. So there's no guarantee, but you know, 9 times out of 10, it's going to happen. All right, I'm going to stop my share. Yeah, I've gone on for a pretty long time, but we've got a lot happening. So thanks for all your hard work. If you have questions, let me know, and I'll see you next Monday.